Today, we're going to be looking at a battle between two of Europe's most popular retirement and/or passive income visas, Portugal's D7 visa versus Spain's non-lucrative visa. Both promise a pretty dreamy life in Europe, but which one is right for you? I'm going to break down everything you need to know about these visas, the pros and the cons, how you qualify, what your timelines are going to look like, so keep watching. Let's start with what these visas are all about. They're both designed for people coming into these countries with passive income. So if you're a retiree with access to a pension, say Social Security, that would qualify you for these visas. You could also have other forms of passive income. Most common would be rental income, but that doesn't have to be the only form. Maybe it's an annuity or other financial passive income. Both of these visas have some key similarities. They both allow long-term residency in these countries. You can bring your family under both visas. So if you want to bring your spouse, your children who are minors, adult parents who are dependent, they will all be welcome. And both visas offer pathways to permanent residency and citizenship. Round one, qualifications. If you are applying to the Portugal D7 visa, then for 2025 coming up, the requirement is to make at least Portugal minimum wage, which is €870 per month. That's for a single applicant. If you want to bring dependents with you, you'll have to add more, 50% of that for an adult dependent and 30% of that for a child. Now, if you're applying in the Azores or Madeira, the amount is going to be slightly higher because of regional minimum wages. For Spain's non-lucrative visa, in 2024, the current qualification amount for your income is €28,800 per year. That's €2,400 per month. If you're bringing family members, you'll need to add an additional €600 per month per additional family member. We do expect for that to go up slightly in 2025. The amount that we're anticipating is €2,580 per month and then 645 additional euro per month for each dependent, but we'll know for sure in December. So who's the winner of this round? We're going to give it to Portugal with much easier qualifications. Round two, work flexibility. When it comes to work, which country is going to give you more options? Well, I'm going to give it away at the beginning for this one. Portugal comes out on top because the D7 visa allows you to work, including remotely in Portugal. In Spain, on the NLV, you actually, as part of your visa application, have to sign a sworn statement that you will not work in the country, not even remotely. That's right. Even if your job is completely remote, you should not be doing it from Spain on the non-lucrative visa. Winner for this round? Clearly Portugal. Round number three, residency requirements. How long do you actually have to spend in these countries in order to have the residencies we're talking about? In Portugal, you have to stay for at least 16 out of the 24 months of your residency period. That's leaving the country for no more than 8 months out of 2 years. That means roughly 2/3 of your time during those 2 years has to be in Portugal. Now, on the Spanish side for the non-lucrative visa, the requirement is a little bit less. They require that you're in Spain for 183 days out of the year. So if you're planning on splitting your time between two countries, the Spanish visa might be the better choice for you. Winner this round, Spain. Round number four, residency and citizenship timelines. Let's talk about the pathway to permanent residency and citizenship in both of these countries and under these visas. For the Portuguese D7 visa, you actually can get your EU passport and citizenship very quickly. It's 5 years from the beginning of your temporary residency, from the beginning of that D7, to be able to apply for either permanent residency or citizenship. Now in Spain, it's a little bit different. You can apply for permanent residency after 5 years on the non-lucrative visa, but if you want to become Spanish and an EU citizen, you're going to have to wait for 10 full years. Now there is an exception. If you're from a Latin American country, that timeline might be significantly reduced. But in general, the winner of this round is Portugal. Round number five, cost of living. Especially if you're a retiree looking to make the move to Europe, you might want to know where your pension dollars are going to stretch a little further. Portugal is often regarded as one of the most cost-effective countries in the EU. Monthly expenses like rent and food in particular can be lower than what you might expect in other European nations. Now, that's especially the case if you decide to settle outside of the main cities of Lisbon and Porto and the southern area of the Algarve. Spain is also usually considered a bit of a deal compared to a lot of other Western European nations, but it is slightly more expensive than Portugal. Comparing the main cities of Lisbon versus Madrid, on average, Madrid shakes out to be about 7 or 8% more expensive. That said, This is very close overall, and so we're going to call this round a tie. Round number 6, travel connectivity and accessibility. As one of Europe's largest countries, Spain is extremely well connected. It's also more in the center of Europe, giving you easier access via train and plane and all kinds of transport to the rest of the continent. Portugal, while also pretty well connected for its size, does not have nearly as many international flight options, and it's not quite as well connected via rail either. So, the winner of this round is Spain. All right, let's quickly recap to help you make this decision. Both visas are excellent choices for retirees and other passive income earners looking to relocate to Europe. Portugal's D7 visa really stands out if you need to work on the visa, if you need to take advantage of that lower income requirement to qualify, or if you're just excited about being able to get an EU passport in just 5 years. Spain's non-lucrative visa, or NLV, on the other hand, might be the better fit for you if it matters to you to only have to be in Spain for a shorter amount of time out of the year. If you really want to travel, Spain is also very well connected to the rest of Europe and the world. Ultimately, the choice comes down to your financial situation, lifestyle preferences, and also if you need to work. If you're still unsure, we'd love to help you make the decision. Here at Start Abroad, we specialize in helping new expats relocate to these countries. Check the link in the description below to get started with a free 15-minute consultation. And please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and drop any questions in the comments below. We'll see you in the next video.